Welcome back. Today is Thursday. Yesterday, Wednesday, we live in Central Florida, and we had what we can only call a false fall because we don't really get fall down here. And but it got cold actually. So cool and cold that I went out and did yard work, lots and lots of yard work. So yesterday was a outside work day, not an exercise day for me. And then we lost power overnight. Thanks again, Duke Energy. Just randomly, out of nowhere, for the rest of the night until early in this morning. Anyway, so I'm gonna be working on chest and triceps. A lot of pressing movements. We're going to start with a high incline press, which is what it's set up to do right now. So let's get my timer going here. There we go. Where is it? There it is, right there. All right, let's get started, shall we? All right. And oh, by the way, I've been getting questions in the comments about the machine and some of the things. I'll try to answer some of the questions. So if you've got a question, just put it down there and I'll try to pick a question and answer it tonight. Someone had asked how I built the machine, and that's a long story. This is not something I built in my garage in any real capacity. I designed this back in the late 80s and for NASA, and actually built it in the mid 90s. It took me about 10 years to design the structure and find the materials at the time to be able to build it. And then the parts were created by different aerospace manufacturing firms that make parts for NASA. The prototypes, we had about 14 different prototypes before we were able to end on this one. And this one is being developed further right now by me. So I'll tell you more about it. But right now, let's get into the chest exercises. That was the first set. My hand grips can be rotated around to give you a deeper grip than you're capable of getting with a bar, of course, because it'll hit your chest. But that's pushing the outside limit of the joint, and since I have a bad shoulder, I'm just going to do what would be as if I had a barbell across my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's really interesting about the machine, it's an exoskeletal device, of course. In fact, I hold the first patent ever issued in the United States for a full-body exoskeletal device, which is the foundational patents for this. And those go all the way back to the 80s. I'm actually sort of a pioneer in the exoskeletal world. My patents went on to be involved in the military work when they obtained the rights to the IP. But I've since gotten that IP back, so it's now mine. And I'm thinking about rebuilding and redeveloping this for the market, maybe. It's unique though because it has the same body parts that a human does. It has hands, it has forearms, it has upper arms, it has shoulders, and it has back. It has legs, knees, elbows, feet, and it's designed, obviously, to apply loads into your body in the same way that, like an Ironman would amplify loads out of your body. So that's the principle behind it. All right. 4, 5, 6. The really interesting part about the machine is the system that it uses to exercise you, and that, what I mean by that is the alignment, the different angles and planes. Those are all based on biolocomotion, which is the system that's built into your body. So that's one of the reasons why it lines up really well and feels really good when you're applying the resistances to it. All right, we're gonna go down a plane, and it's gonna start moving away from my shoulders and going deeper. The angle was up, so it was involving a lot of my shoulders. Now it's moving down. It's going to start involving more of my chest. Let's raise this up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, there we go. And since I'm getting into larger muscles, I'm going to increase the load just a little bit, because that's easy to do. We'll put, let's see. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, right there. All right. And believe it or not, the reason we use bands on this was because the original purpose for this machine was to be used in microgravity aboard a space station or aboard a long trip to Mars in order to maintain the astronaut's ability to function. The bands provided a means of resistance that didn't require gravity. And then the machinery and the gearing and the alignment of the robotic limbs are what applied those resistances into the body and altered the force load of the resistance. All right, here we go. 9, 10. And there's different ways you can put resistance on the machine, and depending on how you put the resistance and which joints you put the resistance on, it alters the force load profile. And that gives you the ability to have different types of training responses. For instance, I just added a load that will increase, not at the beginning, but at the end, where my muscles are getting into their stronger portion. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And because I have the ability to alter how the load is being carried across the joint, I can help work around things like this injured shoulder here, so that I don't have to worry about tearing it up while I'm doing it, because the load is being applied in a very accurate manner by the robotic limbs. All right, that's enough talking now. I just want to do. And there's other things that you can do by going to these wider grips. It lets you do things like this type of a press. Not that you need to do that unless you're really trying to pump that muscle up, and right now I'm just trying to get a good workout. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. Whew, I can feel the shoulder now. All right, so we're gonna go down just a little bit more, and I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. Now, if you were to see this from the side, you'd notice that the angle of the press is not 90 degrees perpendicular to the back press like it would be if you were laying flat on a bench. And that's actually done that way for a reason. The alignments of the muscles and the joints don't truly go perpendicular. And people who do heavy weights on bench presses know this. There we go. All right, here we go. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. One more in the pressing move. I'm gonna take off this load, and then we're gonna do some radial chest to isolate the pecs. And and my chest ought to be nice and pumped up. All right, here we go. Oh. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm sore. Whew. And that's actually speaking about what the machine was designed to do. Being used in microgravity is the reason why the machine is instrumented too. We need to be able to know where the limbs were going for both the machine and the person that was using it. And that data turned out to be really useful from a biofeedback point of view, which we didn't anticipate that. It was one of those interesting discoveries we made once we started using the machine. Again, based on the biolocomotion aspect of what we're looking at. So, anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get back to working out. But on another video, I'll show you close-ups of the machine, and you can see how the mechanism operates, which is really very interesting when you see how it compares to the body that's inside moving it. All right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, now I basically have dumbbells, and I'm doing dumbbell flies. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Oh. Whew. Oh. And the way the load is distributed here across the joints, it matches the strength curve of the muscle. So on the parts where the muscle is strong, the resistance gets harder. And the parts where the muscle is weak, it weakens, it lessens some. It does that merely because of the structure of the machine. It's the same as the structure of your body. So the loads that are distributed across it are the same as the way the loads are distributed in your body. Imagine that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Oh. Whew. Yeah. I can feel that. Oh. Yeah, I can feel that. All right, that's about the mid portion of the pec. We'll do one more set at that angle, and then I'm gonna drop it down and get into the low pec. All right. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it feels good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. And oh, yes, yes, I feel that. Oh, okay. One more deep. Into the deep pecs we go. Hi ho, hi ho. All right. Oh yeah. Yes, my chest is gonna be sore tomorrow. I think it will be. Sore but not hurt. There's a difference between pain and soreness. And soreness is not bad for you. Pain is not good. Now you can see what I'm doing is merely just lining up the shoulders of the machine to my shoulders so that the hand of the machine is in the right position for my hand. And believe it or not, the human body is pretty uniform in its structure. Its size is the difference, but its structure is mostly the same. Oh, there it goes. Actually, I'm gonna do what? Grip up here. Yeah, oh yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. And I'm leaning back in an angle, of course, so the movement that I'm doing right now is declined to my body line, which is why it's involving this portion of the pectoralis major. All right, okay. A couple more sets of these, and I will be thoroughly ripped. Oh, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm not using much resistance right now because, again, this is the beginning of my working out again. So I'm not trying to kill the muscles right now. I'm just trying to bring them online. And so it's more important that you get the movement correct so that you can make the right muscles contract when you're making the movement, especially for complex movements that involve more than one joint. The load can be transferred off to different parts of the muscle structure on it. And you want to be able to concentrate on which parts of the muscle structure you're actually trying to train. That's part of what this device is so good for. It gives you a physical example of where your limbs are supposed to be, and an alignment guide if you have a mirror in front of you, like I do, and then you can watch your body line and make sure that it's following the structure of the machine so that it actually follows the structure of your body, and that helps prevent you from performing the movement wrong, which can damage the joint or, at the very minimum, just lessen the effectiveness of the exercise response that you're looking for. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. That's the thing. I know it's over. I'm gonna do a couple of alternating dumbbell thrust. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Shoulders, chest, done. Thanks for watching. If you like this, hit the subscribe button and the like button. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.